Hello everyone, I hope your day is going well. I have here our week 1 of August 2026 budget. So we have here a total of $3,240 to budget for this week. $3,120 is from our income, and then we were gifted $120 this week. Let's go straight to the variable expenses. So for the tithes, there's a balance of 0 in this one, and we're budgeting $324 for that. It is 10% of the total budget. Next is gas. We currently have $1 in it, and we're budgeting $49 to that to make it $50. For groceries, we have $10 left from last grocery shopping, which was 2 weeks ago, and so we're just budgeting $140 for that to make it $150. Next is childcare. There's $30 left in here. I'm just adding $70 to that to make it $100. For laundry, there's still $20 from last week's cash stuffing, so I'm just adding $10 to that this week. Toiletries currently has $31, and I'm budgeting $64 to that. And hubby spending question mark, because I don't really ask for his balance in his own wallet, but I'm giving him $20 for his budget this week. For my spending, because of the gifted money that we have for this week, my husband said that it's okay for me to have $80 for my spending this week, so there's that. It is currently at -37. Yeah, that didn't go well this last week. Date night is $11, and we're budgeting $10 for that. For family fun, it currently has 0, so we're putting in $10. Fellowship currently has 45. We have not spent this at all since we started funding for a fellowship, but we're adding $5 to that. And then for unbudgeted, which is the last envelope, we have $8 in there, and we're adding $20 into that. So the total budget for variable expenses this week is $802. I have here some notes for myself. For the August monthly budget for variable expenses, there's a total of $2,040. And then the total budget, so I subtracted 802 from here, and the remaining is $1,238 left. This is just a very soft guideline for myself. I just want to see if we're still within budget in each section, or if we're already going over budget to that. Next page is the bills section. All right, so let me start from up here. As you can see, there's a check mark besides the rent category. That means it has been paid already for the month of August. All of these are funded for the month of August. We are 1 month ahead, and then we're gonna work towards being 1 month ahead again for next month, which is September. The rest has their fully funded amount still because they're not yet paid. They are on auto pay. For rent, we're budgeting $1,000 for September, just for this week. That's not yet fully funded. Next is the sinking fund for chess.com. It currently has $8 in there, and I'm just adding $2 to make it $10. For the Velo Premium, there's a current balance of $11, and I just want to fully fund it. The fund is $20 per year. The bill is $20 per year, so I just went ahead and fully funded the Velo Premium category. So now that should have 20 by the end of this week. So the total budget for bills is $1,011. This is the August monthly budget. It is $3,265 minus $1,011. So we have remaining for this month $2,254 to budget for the bills section. And like I said, they are just my own guidelines. And then here is the debt section. For the debt, since we are following the snowball method, I actually went ahead and started from the largest debt, which is Discover Credit, and The reason why I'm doing this is because I just want to fully fund whatever I can fully fund in terms of the minimums for each credit card, so that at the end, maybe during the last week of August, whatever we have extra can pay for the Chase credit card. Like I said, for the month of August, our goal is to try to get that paid off. And so the $220 snowball will help with that as well. So for now, for this week, we have Discover credit card. We are fully funding that with $315. And like I said, what I mean by fully fund is just paying off the minimums, because the debt snowball method is paying off the minimums of the rest of the debt while focusing on the smallest debt. CarMax loan, fully funding that with $320. Best Buy credit card, fully funding that with $203. And then lastly is hubby's Capital One credit card. This is not yet fully funded, but I am funding $100 for that. And now there's a total of $938. So the August monthly budget is $2,088 minus $938. So what's remaining is $1,150. But like I said, of course, most likely for this one, we would want that to be more than the monthly budget because we're trying to pay off debt. And then next is the Buy It debt-free binder that I have. It's basically my wants binder. And we currently have a balance of $110. I am budgeting the leftover budget for this week, which is $23. So August monthly total is $100 minus $23. So what we have remaining to budget for this is $77. I, of course, do not want to try to over budget this binder because it's not that much of a priority. Next, we have the long-term sinking funds. We're only budgeting a few in this section. Currently, emergency has $272. Pet emergency has $80. Medical has $30, and I'm adding $50 to that because we need to buy more prenatal for myself and more Tylenol medicine for our newborn. Dental has $10 in it. Vision has $260. I have yet to schedule an eye exam for myself, so that's why that's still up there. But we're not budgeting for that anymore as for now. Car maintenance currently has $213, and we're budgeting $20 for that. Self-pay time off currently has $30. Yes, baby? Yeah. And we're budgeting $10 for that. For the parents, we're giving them $10 each. Anniversary currently has $10 in it. Mother's Day currently has $16. Father's Day $16. Thanksgiving currently has $21, and we're adding $19 to that. Christmas currently has $36, and we're adding $44 to that just because they are coming up soon. So family vacation, we just had a vacation, and so we're not focused on that right now, so it's gonna stay at $0. Hubby's birthday is at $0, so these envelopes are new. So we're adding $50 for that. We are trying to save up for our Six Flags with some cousins. Well, his cousins, my cousins-in-law. So that's why we're trying to fund for his birthday. That's why we're trying to fund for his birthday. And then the rest are gonna stay at $0. So the total for long-term sinking funds is $223. The monthly budget for this is $600 minus $223. What is remaining for this section is $377. And then the last section is our short-term sinking funds. Serving needs currently has a balance of $7, and I'm just adding $3 to that to make it $10. Gift giving currently has $42. Hair care currently has 0 because I just had my haircut last week. My husband just had his haircut last week also on Sunday. So we're adding $10 more to that to replenish. Skincare currently has 0. We're adding 60 for that because we need more skincare products. Prince is at 0. Matthew is at 0. Formula currently has $100, but I need 100 more to buy him his next set of formula because he is running out. Diapers currently has 0. I budgeted $60 for that. Yes, Papa. I budgeted $60 for that. He needs new diapers. He needs Huggies size 3 now. Pet care is 82 and we're budgeting $10 more. Professional grooming for Gideon, it has $200 and that's fully funded. And then the rest are at 0, given that these are actually new, well, except homeschool and I think office supplies. But yeah, the total budget for the short-term sinking funds is $243. The monthly budget for this is $407. Subtract $243. There's a remaining of $164 left for the short-term sinking funds. And then let's go back to the very front. I want to show you the breakdown of this week's budget. So these are all the total amounts. For variable expenses, 802, and the ratio of that is 25% of our budget. For the bills section, the total is $1,011, and the ratio of that is 31%. Debt has a total of $938, which is 29% of our budget. Long-term sinking funds, $223, which is 7% of our budget. Short-term sinking funds is $243, which is also 7% of our budget. And then lastly, the buy it debt-free binder, $23 total, which is only 1% of our weekly budget. $3,240 for this week, and I will be cash stuffing soon. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a good day. God bless. Bye.